No matter what either of them do, liberals will fawn all over Michelle Obama and try to put a pox on Melania. Despite all evidence to the contrary, liberals consider Michelle and Barry Obama to be the world's most stable and beautiful couple, and they'll do anything to prove it. However, these supposed immigrant-loving liberals are lining up to throw shade and try to denigrate Melania and her rather progressive family. Case in point, anyone with eyes in their head could tell you that Melania is the best dressed of the pair, and that's not particularly a biased issue because Melania was a model and Michelle was not. If we take politics out of it and just talk about two individuals, one was trained as a lawyer and has been a mother for almost 20 years with 2 children, and the other is a former supermodel with 1 child and an absurd fashion budget. Given their backgrounds, would you expect to be better dressed? I'm gonna go with the supermodel, and in this case, the pictures would back that guess up. But no. According to Fox News, the best-dressed list doesn't even rank the first couple, while their predecessors and counterparts across the pond both make the list. Vanity Fair just released its annual International Best-Dressed list, but there's one name, in particular, that's missing and people have taken notice. First Lady Melania Trump didn't make the cut, although her predecessor, Michelle Obama, did, not for the first time. But while no Trump family members are on the list, The Washington Post points out that Melania's go-to stylist, Hervé Pierre, who dressed the First Lady for her husband's inaugural ball, along with several other high-profile events, was named. In addition to Obama, who appears in the couples section of the list alongside former President Barack Obama, a small group of other politicians made the cut, including Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and French President Emmanuel Macron, along with his wife, Brigitte. Trump's wardrobe has been discussed by Vanity Fair in the past. Recent topics include her penchant for pink, and her decision to board a flight to flood-ravaged Houston in stiletto heels, but the site has also reported on her more innocuous fashion choices, too. In late August, the site ran an article titled, "Melania Trump Takes a Fashion Cue from Michelle Obama," which likened Trump's more affordable ensemble to the J. Crew outfits Obama was fond of wearing. In response, fans of the First Lady are fuming over the Trump family's exclusion from the Vanity Fair list, with some accusing the publication of ignoring her purely out of spite. It seems like this was done out of spite, as it's literally laughable to say that Michelle Obama has ever been better dressed than Melania, and everyone with eyes in their head can see that. We aren't the only ones that noticed, either. A few occupants of the ever-vigilant Twitterverse couldn't let this go by without comment. Why yes, she was a fashion icon before she ticked off liberals by being loyal to her husband. They were even cool with her marrying him back when he was buddies with the Clinton and just threw a lot of money around. Now that he's a Republican though, she's no longer allowed to sit at the cool kids table. While many are claiming Vanity Fair seemingly left Trump off the list due to the magazine's political position, the cut notes that both Obama and Macron made the list as a best-dressed couple, so perhaps Trump would be included if her husband dressed differently. However, not everyone agrees that Trump should have made the list, sparking a heated debate on Facebook. Just because Melania is First Lady, she had to wear a tacky hat in Texas to remind us, doesn't give her an automatic entree to the best-dressed list, especially since every time I see her she's dressed like a high-end hooker, one person commented. Another wrote, Vanity Fair and Vogue have much different criteria than our personal taste. It's hard to imagine that anyone would give this award to Michelle over Melania. This would be like if Melania and Michelle decided to have a political debate about the Democratic platform and we said that Melania won just because she showed up. Michelle should know more about it, because she's a lawyer and because she's a Democrat. Melania should know more about fashion, because she's a model and because she is married to a billionaire who gives her a lot of money to spend on it. Also, it's just easier to look good in clothes if you happen to look like Melania. The results of this are obviously a total liberal love fest. But what do you expect from a magazine who hasn't loved Melania ever since she showed that she cared more about being loyal to her family than to the fashion industry's goodwill?